Hello everyone, I'm in the studio today and I wanted to do a quick demo to talk about how you can make some clay-like material where you are now. And the ingredients can be found in the supermarket, and you may already have them all at home, which would be great, of course. So as we work in ceramics remotely, there's going to have to be an inventiveness to work in ways and techniques, methods, materials that we would normally, in a more traditional ceramic process, need to be in a ceramic studio with our water-based clay. But we're looking to still talk about hand intelligence building, skill building with materials that act like clay but aren't exactly clay. All right, so that's the spirit in which we're going to be investigating today. So I'm going to remove myself from the screen now. You just see my hands. So today we're going to make what is known as salt dough, and you can find this. We'll be posting this recipe on in our classroom site, so you'll have it. It's a very simple recipe. You need 2 cups of regular flour, cooking flour, all-purpose flour. You'll need 1 cup of salt, just regular table salt. You'll need 1 cup of water. I would also have a container, an airtight container to store the material so you can keep working with it as you need it. The other option would be things to color it. So I have these leftover Easter egg dyes from last Easter that I didn't throw away because I save everything. They could be put into the water and you could use the colored water to make a colored salt dough. You can also use powdered pigments. You can use even instant coffee, cocoa, curry powder, all things in your spice cabinet that have a staining kind of color can color this dough. So you can use your imaginations, beet juice, be very experimental with this. You can come up with some really unique and beautiful colors for your material. So what we're gonna do is just mix the flour. I have a mixing bowl, a large mixing bowl. I'm just going to put the 2 parts, or 2 cups in my case, flour in. I'm going to add the 1 part or 1 cup of salt in next. Okay. And then the 1 cup of water could have food coloring or the colorant in it. I'm just going to slowly pour in. Okay, until it's all in there. Looks kind of like this. Now I'm going to begin to mix it just with my hand. There's nothing toxic about this. So as I'm really feathering the dry material in and integrating the water, it will start to thicken, which is of course what we want. Okay. You might have a spatula or some rubber edge to kind of help scrape the material away from the mixing bowl to get all of it into the mixture, or I'm just using my hand right now. It's doing pretty well. So as it's starting to look more like dough, I'm going to get it into a ball or something very contained. Okay, it's starting to look good. And now I'm going to knead it. This is just like wedging clay. We're not trying to de-air it. It's not the goal, but it's more like kneading it for consistency, to get all the lumps out, to make it really, really consistent. And the longer you knead it, probably up to 5 minutes, the smoother it will become. And it will become, you'll have the possibility for it to hold a different kind of detail or a different kind of surface as you work with it. It's a kind of a rough plastic material. It will you'll be exploring how to get it to do things, sculptural things, and what consistencies are best for different types of forms you want to make. It's at its most doughy right now. So I'm just integrating it in like kneading into the bowl. And I would do this for probably 5 minutes. So that's it. And then you have some material that acts a little bit like clay does to work with. Again, you could make different amounts and keep them stored separately, color them differently so that you can be working along the lines of Narikomi or Nariage, which is the art of working with colored clay. That's something interesting to think about. So that's it for now. More later from my studio. Bye.